My name is Joshua Grob. I'm a Paralympic swimmer for the Swiss national team. I have cerebral palsy, and that basically affects the way that the messages from my brain go into my muscles, and it mainly affects my right side and the lower half of my body. So for me that makes walking slightly difficult, like I have a limp, and that's because over time I haven't weight beared through my right leg and it's got slightly shorter than my left. And for my swimming, I sometimes reach a point where my body just decides it doesn't want to work anymore and almost in a way seizes up. I've been swimming competitively for 13 years, but I have been able to swim since I was 2 or 3, and that's because I grew up in South Africa, and basically everybody had a pool because it was a warm climate, and if you didn't know how to swim, you were either unsafe in the water or completely left out because everybody would want to go for a swim. I started swimming competitively because my swimming teacher at the time suggested that I entered the county trials. Well, it was provincial trials in South Africa, and I actually made the team first time round. I was 9 years old, and basically it was only me in South Africa for para swimming for a while, and slowly but surely more people came into it, and yeah, it ended up being a really good environment. My CP affects me when I'm training because I have a massive power difference between my left and right side. So I find that my right arm and leg are significantly weaker than my left side. So that certainly makes gym exercises interesting. And also in the pool, I generally don't push off at all using my right leg. So my left leg is certainly dominant. I've also had some personal issues, and I think that it's swimming that's helped me to get through them, to have a purpose, to get up in the morning and go to training has made a massive difference to how I'm dealing with situations in my everyday life. So a typical week's training for me will normally consist of about 7 sessions in the water and 2 sessions in the gym. They're normally between 90 minutes and 2 hours per session, and I'll swim between 25 and 30 kilometers in a week, plus then the gym sessions on top of that. So it is pretty time consuming, and to add to that, I train an hour away, so I have to build in travel time as well. So it's about 30 hours a week by the time you consider everything. So, but I enjoy it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been swimming for quite a long time, so for me, the ambition and drive that I have comes from it's what I've always done, and I'm saying this a lot, but I've known nothing different to having to get up and go training in the morning. It also gives me something to do, a purpose, pretty much, because otherwise I don't think I'd be stimulated. I wouldn't find purpose, I don't think. It gives me something to aim for and strive for. Certainly my past results have helped to keep me going, and obviously the Paralympic Games in Tokyo are a realistic possibility, so that's always something in the back of my mind. There are often days that I don't feel like training, but when you're at an international level, if you don't train, somebody else is going to train, and then you fall behind. So it's a matter of, it's not just training against yourself anymore, it's training against everybody else that you compete against. As my career has progressed for swimming, as I've got older, the competitions have become more and more serious. So they went from being club competitions and regional competitions to when I started swimming for Switzerland in 2013, suddenly a few international meets, and my first major international competition, which was the European Championships in Eindhoven in 2014. And since then I've been to 2 additional European Championships, and the previous one in 2018 in Dublin I managed to medal twice. So I had a silver medal in the 50-meter freestyle and a bronze medal in the 400-meter freestyle. These are really something I've wanted for a long time, and to be able to stand up on a podium and see your country's flag rise in front of you is quite an experience. So it would be what I would say to be my highlight of my career so far.